I'm going to eat cold smoked ham while talking about 2018 WCS Montreal, Oceania and Southeast Asia qualifier. It's $7,660 prize pool. It dates on 2018 August 12th. This one will have losers rounds in it. 4.5.0 Legacy of the White Patch. It's an online tournament and specifically for Oceania and Southeast Asia. It's held in Australia. The first place is awarded $2,191. The second place gets $1,534. Third place gets $1,095. Fourth place gets $730. Sixth places get $511, and 8th places get $365. Also, WCS circuit points are awarded as well. The first place is awarded 200 points, the second place is awarded 140 points, third, fourth places get 90 points each, fifth, eighth place gets 60 points each, ninth, 16th places get 30 points each. Two players will win travel accommodation and entrance fully paid to 2018 WCS Montreal tournament, which is a major circuit event. Now I'm going to open the pack. It doesn't have a very particular strong smoked meat spices smell, but it does look very fresh. It's made by GustoLand, and that's what I have here. So let's try. Very salty. I like how thin it is. I have 2 packs. This one has a few stacked up together. Individually they are very, very thin. And now 2018 WCS Montreal Oceania SEA qualifier, round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, winners finals, and the grand finals. On the losers round, there's going to be losers round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, losers semifinals, and losers finals. The winner goes to the grand finals. Out of 16 players who participated, 5 were Protoss, 8 were Zerg, and 3 were Terran. In the first match of the round of 16, Sather, Australian player, played versus Blisk, player from Singapore. 2-0 Sather has won. I won't be able to tell their races because they're not kind of shown here. However, I will tell you their races later on. The second match of the round of 16, Australia versus United Kingdom. That's Fuely versus Risky. 2-1 Risky, the British player, has won. In the third match, round of 16, 2 Australian players, Probe versus Yagus. Probe has won 2-0. In the fourth match, Demi versus Crimson. Demi is a player from India, while Crimson is a player from New Zealand. 2-0 Demi has won the match. In the fifth match, we'll see 2 Australian players, Ahat and Yours. 2-0, Ahat has won the match. The next match, Pepe versus Pez. Pepe and Pez, both Australian players. 2-1, Pepe has won. Next match, Mia Maika from Vietnam versus NXZ from Australia. 2-0, Mia Maika has won the match. The last match of the round of 16, it looks like it went without any games. A win has been given to Azure when he played Frustration. Most likely Frustration has not participated in the game. In any case, during the quarterfinals, I see Sather versus Risky, Probe versus Demi, Hut versus Peppy, and Mia versus Azure. Now, the losers from the round of 16 will compete for another chance to play in the grand finals, and they will have to win through the losers rounds, including the losers final, so that they would meet winners finalist in the grand final, the one that won the winners finals. And so the losers round 1. In the first match, Blisk versus Fuely, 2-0. Blisk, Singaporean player, has lost against Fuely, player from Australia. In the second match, we see Yagus, an Australian player, versus Crimson, a player from New Zealand. 2-0. A player from New Zealand, Crimson, has won the match. In the third losers round 3 game, 2 Australian players, Yours and Pez. 2-1. Yours has won against Pez. In the last match, NXZ had to play against Frustration. Both of these are Australian players, however Frustration has not participated, and so NXZ gain a win without actually playing. Now, in the quarterfinals, the main bracket, the first match, Sather versus Risky. 2-0. Sather, player from Australia, has won against Risky, player from Britain. In the next match, Probe, Australian player, played versus Demi, a player from India. Probe has won 2-0. In the third match, there are 2 Australian players, Hut and Peppy. Hut has won the first game. Hut has won the quarterfinals game against Peppy at the result of 2-1. In the last quarterfinals match, Mia from Vietnam has won 2-0 against Australian Azure. The losers from the quarterfinals now will compete against the winners from the losers round 1. In the first match of the losers round 1, Azure played against Fuely. Both of these players were Australian. Azure has won 2-1. In the second match of losers round 2, Peppy played versus Crimson. Crimson is a player from New Zealand, while Peppy is a player from Australia. 2-1, Peppy has won. In the third match, Demi, player from India, played versus Yours, a player from Australia. 2-0, Yours has won. In the losers round 2, fourth match, Risky versus NXZ. Risky, British player, has been awarded a win without any games against NXZ, who was from Australia. In the losers round 3, the players will compete, the ones that actually won the losers round 2. And here we see Azure versus Peppy and Yours versus Risky. In the first match of losers round 3, 2 Australian players, Azure and Peppy. Peppy has won against Azure 2-1. In the second match of the losers round 3, Yours, Australian player, has won 2-1 against Risky, player from Britain. And now, in the losers round 4, the winners from the losers round 3 will compete against the players who lost in the semifinals. In the semifinals, 2 matches, Sather versus Probe and Hut versus Mia. And so in the first match, 2 Australian players, Sather and Probe. 2-1, Sather has won the match and moved on to the winners finals. In the next semifinals match, Hut has won against Mia Maika 2-0. Mia Maika was a Vietnamese player while Hut was an Australian player. In the winners finals, we'll see Sather versus Hut. While in the losers finals, semifinalists who lost will have a second chance. In the first match of the losers round 4, Probe versus Pepe, 2 Australian players, 2-0. Probe has won and Probe has lost previously in the semifinals, so he is still in the game. Losers round 4, Mia Maika versus Yours. Yours is an Australian player while Mia Maika is a Vietnamese player. 2-0, Mia Maika has won. Both players who lost in the semifinals managed to win the losers round 4 and now are competing in the losers semifinals. In the losers semifinals, we see Vietnamese player Mia Maika and Probe, Australian player. 2-0, Probe has won against the Vietnamese player Mia Maika and moved on to the losers finals. In the winners finals, 2 Australian players, Sather and Hut. 3-0, Hut has won against Sather and moved on to the grand finals, while Sather has been moved to the losers finals where he played Probe. Probe has won against Sather 3-1. Both of these players were from Australia. And Probe initially he lost during the semifinals against Sather. However, in the losers finals he has won against Sather. So he lost 2-1. Now he won 3-1 in the losers finals, and he has a chance to win the grand finals. In the grand finals, 2 Australian players, Hut and Probe. 3-0, Hut has won against Probe and took the first place with his turn race. The second place went to Probe, Protoss. Third place went to Sather, Terran. Fourth place went to Zerg, Mia Maika. Fifth, sixth places went to Zerg player Pepe and Zerg Yours. Seventh, eighth places went to Terran Azure and Zerg Risky. Ninth, 12th place went to Protoss Fury, Zerg Crimson, Zerg Demi, Zerg NXZ. 13-16 places went to Protoss, Blisk, Zerg Yagus, Protoss Pez and Protoss Frustration. And you left the game.